Sundays are always a little sad, but the day before is a sadder day. Today, I'm going to recap a 2002 action crime film called Phone Booth. A quick warning, there will be major spoilers ahead. Stuart Shepard is a dishonest publicist, but he always charms his clients with his flattering lies, making them believe in what he is saying. One day, he enters a phone booth to make a call, but as soon as he gets in, a pizza delivery guy shows up and offers him a free pizza. Despite Stuart constantly trying to get rid of him, he insists on keeping the pizza, which offends Stuart, and he yells at him while asking him to leave. After sending him away, Stuart calls his girlfriend Pam, whom he has been seeing behind his wife's back, and tells her that he is trying to link her to some agents to kickstart her acting career. As soon as the call ends, he hears a ring and picks up the phone, but it's some stranger on the other side. He warns Stuart not to think about leaving the phone booth and tells him he should have accepted the pizza because it was to give him the strength for what's coming next. Upon Stuart's question about him, the guy tells him that he is somewhere near him and is keeping an eye on his every move, but Stuart cannot spot him due to countless windows opening in the area. Stuart is confused about his identity, but he drops the call after mentioning his wife Kelly. In his next call, the guy asks him to call Pam, but dials her number by himself and puts her on the phone. After introducing him as Stuart's friend, the guy tells her that he lies to her all the time. After informing Pam that Stuart is also listening to the call, he tells her that he always calls her from the phone booth because he wants to keep it a secret from his wife, who often checks his cell phone bills. Sensing Pam's disbelief, the guy reveals he is married to a girl named Kelly and is just trying to flirt with Pam because he wants to sleep with her. Pam still disagrees with him, saying Stuart promised to get her an audition, but the guy drops the call after telling her he has never made anyone a star. After talking to Pam, the guy now urges Stuart to call Kelly and confess to his cheating on her, but Stuart tells him he just wants to spend some time with Pam. As he is busy on the phone, a prostitute comes over and starts asking him to end the call, but argues with him when he refuses. After she leaves and tells her friend about him, Stuart offers the man to come over to his office and have a chat with him, but he says he does not need that because he is not like his clients. He once again asks Stuart to call Kelly to tell her the truth and threatens to do it by himself if he does not. Knowing he does not have a choice, Stuart calls Kelly, who tells him that a guy just called her and told her that Stuart will be calling her soon to discuss something important. As the women keep bugging him, Stuart asks Kelly not to believe anything the guy said and drops the call after proclaiming his love for her, but without telling her anything about Pam. After he sends the prostitutes away from the phone booth, the guide accuses him of hiding the truth again. Annoyed, Stuart decides to drop the call, but the guy warns him not to do it, while revealing that he is aiming a sniper rifle at him and can kill him in the blink of an eye. Stuart does not believe him, but is shocked to hear the gun loading. When Stuart threatens he might alert someone about him, the guy shoots at a toy just outside the booth just to prove that no one would pay attention, even if something happens to him because people are busy with their own lives. Meanwhile, a street vendor shows up at the phone booth and forces him to come outside. As Stuart tries to pay him some money to leave, the guy asks if he needs his help in getting rid of him, but he stops him from attempting anything. The guy then aims at Stuart from the unknown location and tells him he has already killed 2 guys in the same location after they refused to accept their wrong deeds. Meanwhile, a pimp named Leon comes over with the prostitutes and urges him to end the call. As Leon continues to argue with him, Stuart offers him the money, but he refuses to take it and breaks the glass while forcing him to leave. The guy on the phone asks Stuart if he needs his help in sending Leon away, but Stuart does not answer him. Getting angry with him, Leon picks up a baseball bat and intends to hurt Stuart while the women cheer in the background. As the guy again offers to kill him, Stuart, who is confused by the situation, allows him to proceed and he shoots Leon dead, right in front of him. Despite him trying to clear his position, the prostitutes hold him responsible for killing Leon, while claiming that he has a gun. When Stuart asks about his identity, he says he watches people through the window and makes them pay for their sins. While talking to him, Stuart secretly calls 911 for help, but the guy shoots his ear, saying his deception won't go unnoticed. Meanwhile, the NYPD surrounds the area and start asking him to come out of the phone booth. Stuart gets worried, thinking they might shoot him, but the guy tells him that the police won't do it in front of so many people, and he will be safe as long as he does not attempt anything stupid. After the police pick up Leon's body, an officer at Ramey introduces himself to Stuart and begins negotiating his surrender. Stuart insists he did not shoot anybody, but the prostitutes claim he has a gun in his pocket. After a while, the guy aims at Officer Ramey and asks Stuart to tease him about his wife, which he unwillingly does until Ramey retreats, while telling Stuart that he will go get his lawyer at his request. In the meantime, media reporters arrive at the scene and start covering the entire incident, while the guy tells Stuart that the media will help keep the police in line. While talking to him, Stuart's cell phone starts ringing, but he can't reach it, because if he does, the police will think he is trying to get his gun. The guy who is still on the phone urges Stuart to pick up the call, which can be from Kelly, and tells her the truth that he has been seeing Pam for a while. He also tells Stuart that he is currently in this position because he is not telling the truth to anyone. He once again suspects it might be Kelly on the phone, but Stuart watches her coming over to the scene and requesting the police to let her talk to him. After seeing her there, Stuart learns it's the guy who is now calling her on his cell phone, just to mess up with his mind. As Kelly asks the officer about her husband, he tells her that Stuart is the prime suspect in Leon's murder, but she cannot believe Stuart can kill someone. After having a conversation with Kelly, Ramey asks Stuart to talk to her, but he denies having any relation with her. After showing the officer proof of their marriage, Kelly asks Stuart to comply with the police, but he yells at her and asks her to leave. After Kelly gets back to the car at Ramey's request, the guy tells Stuart that he knows the police are trying to track him down, but reveals it's not possible as he has encrypted the call. After getting annoyed by the call, Stuart decides not to talk to him anymore, but he aims at Kelly and forces him to continue. When Stuart agrees to do what he says, he asks him to tell Kelly about his affair with Pam. After finding no way out, Stuart calls Kelly and confesses to having an affair with Pam, but she says she doesn't care about it all and just wants him to safely come out of this situation. Although the guy promised to let him go if he confesses cheating on his wife, he refuses to fulfill his promise, saying he was lying to him just as he does to his clients. Frustrated by the situation, Stuart drops the call while the snipers surround him. He steps out of the phone booth while announcing to surrender, but is forced to pick up the call again as the guy aims at Kelly this time. While talking to him again, Stuart tells him that he will walk out of the phone booth to tell the truth that he did not kill Leon, because he does not have any weapon, but the guy reveals he has already hidden a gun inside the ceiling. He then reveals his location in a nearby apartment and urges Stuart to kill him. Meanwhile, Pam also shows up at the scene, so the guy asks him to take the gun and shoot either Pam or Kelly, or he will do it for him. Stuart sits down while pretending to take his ring, but secretly calls Kelly, allowing her to listen to the conversation. Kelly goes to Officer Ramey and gives him the phone, who hears the call as Stuart begs the caller not to hurt Kelly. Officer learns about the sniper and asks the officers to secretly search without revealing that they know about him. After finding Stuart's innocence, Ramey walks to the phone booth and keeps talking to him in an attempt to buy some time for his team. After hinting to Stuart that they have got the information and are now trying to trace down the caller, Ramey retreats to the cars, while the caller asks Stuart to pick up the gun or confess to his lies. Feeling stuck in the situation, Stuart accepts he has never done anything for anybody and lies to everyone around him. He then shows Pam to Kelly while accepting he was having an affair with her. He also apologizes to Kelly for not being an honest husband and says that she deserves a better man than him. After the confession, Stuart tells the guy that he knew he won't let him go, but still told the truth because he wanted to make things right with Kelly. Meanwhile, the caller's address is traced, and the officer assures Stuart they will get him out soon. Stuart tells the guy that the police are coming after him, but he thinks he is lying to him, just as he does to everyone. As he threatens to kill Kelly, Stuart has an emotional breakdown. He picks up the gun and leaves the phone booth while begging the caller to kill him instead, but gets shot by the police. Officer Ramey picks up the phone, but his team, who has found the apartment, tells him the guy has slit his throat with a knife. Soon, Stuart, who was only shot by the rubber bullets, regains consciousness. Kelly rushes to him, and they reconcile after she forgives him for what he did. Meanwhile, the guy's body is brought to him for identification, but Stuart gets shocked to see he is the pizza delivery guy from earlier. He is then taken to the ambulance for first aid, where the real caller shows up and says if his newfound honesty does not last long, he might see him again, and walks away. The phone rings again, and another guy picks up the call.
Hello?
If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy, hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. You should watch the full movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more video like this.